Hey everybody, it's Polaris. Please do not mind my half-fixed hair. I was literally in the middle of fixing my hair and I was going through like a thought train and um I had remembered this thought and I was like I have to share it because it was just like a bit of epiphany I had last night. Um so I was going through my normal late night thoughts, I guess, right? And one of the things that came up was I've always like envisioned myself to be a certain way, right? Like there's things like if you can think it, you can do it. Like if you can dream it, you can make it come true kind of thing. And so for me, I have these big goals and aspirations for myself, and I know it's all up to me to make that come true, right? I'm just going to give a very random example. Um but I've kind of envisioned myself. I love traveling, so I've always envisioned myself doing that. But one thing I have envisioned for myself is like buying a van and like living in it and traveling across the country. Like that's like a thing I've thought about, right? Um, and I know very well that I'm capable of making that dream a reality. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure my hair in the back is okay. Um, but I don't live in that situation yet. Like, I'm not living in that future yet. Like, I'm still at the starting point, basically. Like, that's how I'm visioning it, is you're at the starting point. And whatever dream you have for yourself, like, think of it that way. The fact that you just had the dream, you are now... I just heard fork in the road. Like, you're at the fork in the road of, like, okay, hey, I see this. Like, let's say, like, let's dive into my brain for a second, okay? So the way I'm seeing it is I've always envisioned this forest. You're in this forest and you're coming to a bit of a clearing. And on one path, you can kind of keep going the way you're going. And we don't know where that trail is going to go, right? Technically speaking, you don't know where that trail is going to go. You can't see it, right? 212, when I'm saying this, it's been a confirmation number for me. Anyways, but then you see this other path, and far in the distance, you can see a little something. 222, okay? So there's two different ways. You see something in the distance, and it's something that kind of looks like something you want to see, right? Like, I can't really make it out, but it looks like something. Something's over there. You can tell that something's over there. But technically speaking, on this other path, there's also something over there. You just can't see it. And that's kind of what I'm seeing in my head right now. And so the way I'm seeing it right now is like, or what I heard last night when I was having this like epiphany basically is like, help your future self out a little bit by making those steps to become like that person basically. So let's say I have this dream, right, to live in a van and travel across the country. What I can do now to help my future self out is save money, look for vans first of all, buy a van, and then start working on that van. That's what I can do right now. Have I started that yet? No. Have I had this dream in my head for a while? Yes, 333. And the big reason why I personally haven't started that is because I don't know if that's what I want to do first. Which I have to laugh at because I just like, it feels like I've like regained my ability to imagine and dream again. And so I'm just kind of just like sitting in it of just like being very spontaneous and just like having fun, you know? But that's kind of like what I was hearing last night is like, at least give your future self a hand, you know? So like things like, for me, I really love music. I really do. Like, it's a huge passion of mine. And while little younger me may have like kind of thought of, like I have, like when you're a kid, like you go through your imaginations, like I don't know why I'm sharing this, but when I was a kid, like, I used to imagine myself, like, especially, like, in long car rides, I would always imagine, like, wolves, like, a pack of wolves running with me, and then, like, having, like, a life with them, like, maybe they were, like, my siblings in a past life, and, like, I was, like, the leader of the pack, or whatever, and, like, I just, like, created, like, a whole story in my head. I don't know why I'm sharing this. 444, but, like, my imagination would run wild, and, there was a point in my life where I envisioned myself performing on stage. And like I used to be like someone who would perform on stage. Like I used to be in an orchestra. I've never really shared this. I don't really share a lot in my real life, and I feel like that's not doing myself any justice, and it's kind of honestly rude to myself to do that. I'm trying to be nice to myself, but honestly, like, it's kind of rude that I'm not like sharing with people my achievements. Like, I just heard in my head, let me cook. But when I was younger, like, I never really envisioned myself being on stage because I was on stage. Like, I was in orchestra. I remember not my first year, but I had been playing the violin, but my first year in middle school for my orchestra class, I tried out for a concertmaster, and I truly believed I wasn't gonna get it. I truly believed it. Like, even at a young age, I was like, there's no way I'm gonna get this, but you know what, I'll just try. 555. And then I become concertmaster. I literally, like, I had this memory blocked for me I'm, like, not even kidding. I had this memory blocked for me for a while, and I was talking to my parents. I don't even remember how the conversation got brought up, and I, for some reason, said, like, oh, I'm just not that good. And my parents were like, my dad, first of all, my dad's, like, not a confrontational person. Even my dad was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, shocked. And he's like, you were a concert master. Why are you saying you weren't good? You were one of the best. And I was like, hearing that and having that perspective change was absolutely mind-blowing for me. Because that's the truth. That is the truth. 639. I've talked about this before, but I've been seeing numbers like that a lot. But it literally blew my mind. The fact that I didn't think that I was good enough to literally actually being shown that I'm one of the best. Technically speaking, right? Crazy. And so as a kid, I never really imagined being on stage because, like I said, I was already on it. So now that I've gone away from that, what do I envision myself doing? Being on stage, because I'm not doing it, and it's clearly something I yearn for. Oh my gosh, stop. I'm gonna cry. I've been crying a lot, especially like with these epiphanies. 717. I don't know what that is, but just saw it right now. But like, I've been denying myself living the life I want. For what? Like, I know, like, okay, there's stuff that has to happen for me to grow stronger, right? Like, I was, like, it's not saying that I wasn't strong then, but there's stuff I went through that really changed me and shaped me as a person, and I see the beauty in losing yourself and finding yourself again. Like, I feel like I truly believe that was written for me, and I needed to go through that, because something I always prayed for growing up was, like, strength and, like, happiness. Like, I'll never forget, I don't know why I'm sharing this, but when I was younger, and I first was going to therapy, I remember my therapist asked me, what do you want? Like, what do you want in life? And I literally said, I just want to be content. And that was, like, my mantra for so long. Like, I just want to be content. Like, I just want to be happy with where I'm at. And I've stepped into that. I really have. Like, I really am, like, truly grateful for where I'm at. And I am happy with what I have. And if things stayed the same, I would be okay with it. Even though, yes, there is that part of me that would long for more. But, like, if this was the peak, like, I would be accepting of it. But that's not my story. That's not my story. Because I'm still having these dreams and imaginations for something so much bigger than myself. And it was something I used to do. Like, I had another memory pop up. This is so crazy. Like, all these good memories were blocked from my brain. Like, it's so crazy to, like, reflect on. But when I was younger, I used to even, like, I was on, like a worship team at my church that I was going to. I don't really speak much about religion on here because I personally don't consider myself a religious person, but I am very spiritual, and it's something that I still learn about because religion is still based on spirituality, right? Anyways, but I used to be, like, on stage with that. Like, I was a performer, you know? And so, oh my gosh, I'm getting goosebumps right now. But, like, what I've been doing recently is, like, going to karaoke again. You know, 936, going to karaoke, and, like, or even just at this job, like, going and talking to customers, like, in front of other customers. Like, I feel like it's like a performance act someday. You know, like, if you work in food service, you know, okay? where it just really feels like you're playing a character. And so it's like, there's those parts of me that still exist and I can still make happen, right? The only thing holding me back is myself. So, well, yes, but also let me backtrack a little bit and give some grace, right? I'm making the steps now to become that person again. Like I am that person. I have been that person, right? But I'm out of practice is the word I'm trying to find. Out of practice. And so it's getting back into practice and, as stated before, helping my future self out. So if helping my future self out means practicing singing in the car, I sing all the time in my car. Like I do like a vocal warm up. Like I don't know why I'm sharing all this. I never share this with anybody, but you all are special, and I just want to just show you guys like you can literally do whatever you dream of. Oh man, I'm like, I can't see, but I can tell I did something wrong. Oh, hang on. Let me grab my mirror real quick because I want to finish my hair. Okay, you know what? If I have to redo this, I wouldn't. It's not gonna be the biggest deal for me. Honestly, 11:11 also. Anyways, this part's gonna be hard for me. I have to be able to see it. Okay. This is another reason why I need to get a desk so I can continue to fix my hair and still talk and have these messages. What was I saying? Let me pause for a second. Okay, I have given up and I'm just gonna redo it because how it's yeah. As I was saying, for me, like what I do, and this is for me to genuinely continue improving and get that practice. So when I'm in the car, I do like a vocal warm up. It's like about like 10 minutes. Sometimes I might spend a longer. 11:55. That's a confirmation number for me. That's when I was born. But I'll do a vocal warm up and then I'll sing songs. And I love singing, okay? And I love music and I listen to like a wide range of different genres, 12/12, okay? And so for me, I'm practicing the different styles and still finding my voice through that and like just practicing cuz I would love to, like genuinely speaking, I'm going to put this out into the universe and share this because I want to. I would love to be able to sing on a song one day and perform 1, 2, 3, 4. I would seriously love to be a part of that life and like go back to that. What am I talking about? Go back and have that life. Like I've lived that life before. Like I want to have that life again, you know? Is this even, you know what? Do I care? Not enough. But that's like doing those vocal practices, right? That's gonna help me for my future self, right? Or like, I haven't played my guitar. I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't played my guitar in a little while, even though I've been wanting to. I just haven't. But I am gonna bring it on my trip though, so I do plan on it. I haven't done it yet, you know. But baby steps, always. That's what I'm always preaching, right? Doing stretches and getting back into exercising and really like pushing my body again. Like it's so much fun for me. Like I love exercising. I used to exercise all the time. I was in sports growing up. So it's like, okay, well, if I do plan on performing on stage one day, right? I'm being very like open and vulnerable with my dreams, like, but this can like whatever your dreams are, right? Obviously. But like you gotta have energy to be on stage. You have energy to like whatever, right? And so it's like little things you can do to help yourself. You help your future self out, you know? Or for example, writing a book. Let's say you're into writing a book. You can still start by writing one page. One page is a page is going to be needed in that book, right? And then let's say like after like 2 months you have a chapter or whatever. It doesn't matter your pace. You're still doing it. That's the point I'm trying to make. It doesn't matter how fast or slow you do it. You're still doing the work. And progress is progress. Like I really sorry, I'm just getting like so like frustrated actually right now because I just had a memory pop up of like people used to tell me like, oh, you're so talented, like I can never be as gifted as you. And I was like, gifted? Sure, I do recognize that I have the gift of loving music, and I have the gift of being motivated to learn music, okay? But the work I put into, like, becoming better at music is the work I put into it, you know? And so it's like seeing that within yourself, seeing that gift of, hey, I have this love for this, and I get to share that gift with other people. Because yes, while other people do have that same dream, it's still your dream, and you have your stories you're gonna write. No one else can write your stories, you know. Um, and so it's no one else can live your life is also what I just heard. So you have to do it. You have to start it now. Is what I just heard. You have to start it now, because truthfully, you don't know when life's gonna stop. And I just heard, don't stop till you get enough. But at least today you can do a baby step for yourself. For yourself, you deserve it. You deserve it. It is your life. You deserve to be able to start living the life you want. Well, sure, it's not, for example, like, maybe you want a mansion, or you want a property with pool, or maybe you want to have kids, maybe you want to get married, right? All these things you have in your head. You don't have to have all those things in order for you to be happy. And also, if you're anything like me and you have, like, a dream to be, like, a performer or travel, like, there's going to be probably a time in your life where you're not going to have those two things at the same time. So you might not travel and have kids at the same time, right? Some of you may. I know my parents did. They traveled and they had kids, you know? But not everyone's going to live that life. So you can't be waiting around for, once I have these things, then I'll be happy. Because realistically, those things are probably going to happen at the same time. So I've just heard a very, very rough pick one and start with that. I think that was a message for me, actually. I think that was a message for me to pick one and go towards that. And for me, like, I personally do. I truly do desire kids in my future. Like, that's the truth. And I do desire to, like, settle down one day. Like, I truly, like, see that for myself. And I've truly, like, they used to be a dream of mine as a kid. And like I said, like, I've had a lot of memories blocked. And I believe in divine timing for everything. And now all these dreams are coming true for me. Do I want kids right now? No. That's why I left the preschool job, you know, because I knew I wanted kids, but, like, I'm not at that point. I don't want that life right now. That's not where I'm at. I have other dreams and stuff, like, that I want to do, you know? And so obviously I'm not making steps towards having a family. I'm really not, because I know that's not what I want right now, and I'm not gonna. No, I'm just not. I don't even want to think about it, you know? It's like, but what I am thinking about is traveling. So, like, this weekend, guys, I already talked about this, but I'm gonna go to a beautiful lake and explore a town, and it's probably gonna be snowing over there, and honestly, I'm here for it. Like, even though I'm kind of scared because I've driven, I guess, technically in the snow twice. Snow. California snow, okay? Give me a break. But, like, the place I'm going to, like, there might be more snow, and I'm so excited. I'm actually, like, so excited. And this other dream, oh my god, I did not realize I've been talking for 18 minutes. That's, okay, that's a bit of a shocker. Anyways, but I'm still traveling now, right? It may not be Japan. I would love to go to Japan one day, but I'm still starting out. I'm still getting myself used to it. Like, I literally, like, another thing too is, like, when you're traveling, like, I just had this realization because I'm about to go on a trip, and I'm specifically haven't been sharing this, but I'm like about to start screaming. But, like, for example, like, traveling, I just realized I'm gonna have to sit on a plane for many hours. And I was like, okay, I've done long car rides. And to be fair, like, car rides, I don't know which I prefer. I don't know if I prefer plane rides or car rides. So I guess this trip will help me find out, you know? But you gotta get used to sitting still and not having internet access, right? I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm personally in that state, but, like, I'm just saying, start the practice now so you don't freak out when you're on a plane with no service and you're like, oh my god, what am I supposed to do? What am I thinking? Oh, my brain, like, start the process now of getting off your phone or getting used to sitting down for a long time. Or, honestly, what I've been doing is learning how to stop caring about what other people think. And if I need to pace the plane, I'm gonna pace the plane, like, I don't know, you are the person you want to be. You already are that person because you've already, like, seen that for yourself. And you can actively make steps towards that. And I just want you to, like, give yourself so much love and grace for not, like, being at the top or, like, at the finish line or, like, I don't know what your thoughts are for yourself. I don't really have those thoughts anymore, so it's something that I've worked through, right? And I'm just giving thoughts of what I used to say, right? But you're still making the progress, so you are that person, right? Start saying it. Start saying, I'm a traveler. I am a musician, right? And believe it in your soul, because you are, because you want that, Hopefully this is making sense. And I'm sure whoever's listening, it's making sense to them, and clearly that's why they're watching it to the end of this. And can I just say I love you? And also, 111. I love you. And I know you're going to make all your dreams come true. And I'm going to be making all my dreams come true. Okay, truthfully, 2121 on the timer. I truthfully am going to make my dreams come true. And that's truly the point of this video, was to, like, show people that no matter what you go through in life, you can come out of it. You can rise back up. Because I was able to do it. And I know so many other people have been able to do it. And that's why I started this journey too, because I've been inspired by other people and myself, So just give yourself grace, give yourself time. I am going to pause the video because I would like to show you guys my hair once it's done. So just 1 second. Okay, I'm back. My hair is completely fixed. I just tied it in the back and then I put a bow. If you're watching this when I'm posting this on the 29th and you're here with the new moon, it's your time to shine. It's your time to shine. Also, I just saw 2211 when I said that. Okay, it is your time to shine, and it's time to set intentions. And 2222, it's time to set intentions and help your future self out. Okay, help your future self out by doing the baby steps now. And trust me, it's gonna make you feel a lot better if you start doing the baby steps now. Just saying. Okay. I'll put this off. I'll put it on off camera. Have a beautiful day, and I hope you do something fun for yourself. Let me know what your biggest dreams are. I would love to know. You can comment them, or if you want to message me privately, I would love to know. Stay safe out there always, and just always take care of yourself. Okay. Bye.